To understand another of the major rules on how the common law courts calculate damages, I'd like you to come back in time with us for a moment, to the year 1854. Imagine that you're here with us in England during that year. You find us right at the end of the Industrial Revolution, a momentous event which allowed Great Britain to make huge progress in areas like manufacturing, transport and energy. This progress changed all of our lives forever and allowed many entrepreneurs to become very rich indeed. Now I'd like you to imagine that you're one of those entrepreneurs. Let's say that you've built a successful manufacturing business in a small English town called Gloucester. And in fact, you're doing so well that you've decided to expand.
As part of this expansion plan, you need to buy machinery for your new, bigger premises, which unfortunately is when disaster strikes. Because while the machinery is being installed into your new building, a vital part of it is broken. This is going to delay your project considerably because that machinery came from London, some 120 miles away, and it has to go back there to be repaired. Without this machinery, your business can't function at all. And for every day that you're not producing anything, you're losing money. So, imagine you bring your problem to the two of us. In this scenario, we run a haulage business, and we're your best chance of getting that broken piece of machinery to London as quickly as possible. You tell us that you need to get the machinery to London quickly, but you give us no further details, and we tell you that, yes, we can do the job, and if you can get it to us by midday tomorrow, we can deliver it to London for you within 24 hours. And on that basis, you enter into a contract with us for the delivery of the broken machinery.
However, this is the year 1854, and the machinery has to travel the whole 120 miles to London by several different forms of transport. And due to some communication problems on the way, not everyone who handles it on its long journey knows that the delivery has been promised within 24 hours. So instead of taking just one day to arrive in London, the machinery arrives for repair a full 5 days after it left Gloucester. The situation is this. You'd expected to lose a total of £25 in profits during the time you knew your business couldn't function. But because of our breach of contract, you calculate that you've lost around £125. And you ask us to compensate you for the loss incurred during the 4 days of delay. Rachel, what do you say?
Well, my response is that I'm amazed by your request. All you told us was that the repair needed to be done in London, and quickly. What you didn't tell us was that your business wouldn't be able to function at all without that piece of machinery. You might have had a spare part. How were we to know the result of late delivery would be that you'd lose 100% of your profits? Even if you'd wanted us to be liable for such a large sum of money, surely you should have told us about the full consequences of a breach before we agreed to do the work. And actually, I think we'd have charged you more for the service we provided if we'd known we were accepting such a big risk. So, we'll offer you £25 just to bring this dispute to an end, and no more. In fact, if you want more, you'll have to sue.
Well, do you feel our response to you is unfair? Do you think we really are liable for the full £125 loss? Because we are, after all, in breach of contract? Or do you think that maybe we have a valid point, and we shouldn't be held liable for losses that we could never have imagined when we signed the contract? Please go ahead and choose which side you're on in this legal battle. Because this is a debate lawyers have been having since 1854, when a real business based in the English town of Gloucester asked a court these very questions. When business owners Joseph and Jonah Hadley sued a party named Baxendale for the late delivery of their machinery to London, little did they know they'd just started a court case that would completely dominate English and American contract law right up to the present day.